All right.
All right, man. We're at the after show and we got the Mooger Fooger, man. What's up, Mooger?
Going on, people.
Man, I just want to talk to you, man. You're like the newest co-host. I hope the last co-host, you and Jerry. I'm tired of these co-host changes. I love Charles. He's a great guy. But
But
fuck,
you're
man.
OG. You're OG. Just as long as you anchor it, it'll always be good.
Yeah, but I want you guys to help too.
Oh, we're going to. We're
Thank
going
you.
to.
I'm at work doing all these notes and shit.
I'm bringing in a guest that's going to be phenomenal, and you guys are going to end up wanting him to replace me. Trust me.
No,
I'm bringing, I'm bringing him in. He's a dear friend of mine. His musical knowledge and my musical knowledge, we can sit up and talk literally all night, just drinking beers, doing shots, whatever, just talking music. And we bore the fuck out of our
man, I
wives.
wish I
And
lived next to you, man. We'd be fucking just rowdy.
it, not so much rowdy. We would just like never stop talking. We bore the fuck out of our
Sit
wives.
sit in the
We were like,
garage and just fucking drink beers and whiskey
yeah,
or whatever. You guys drink
whatever,
the beers,
man.
I'll drink the whiskey.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like whiskey, but I have a long night ahead of me. So
Yeah.
this is my second beer of the day, and we're gonna have many more beers as the night goes on. We have a Christmas party, so it's
Oh,
gonna
that's
be cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, I missed me and Charles would be the drunks on the show and Jerry would be drinking Powerade. He drinks on BS sessions, but he'd be doing that. So,
Yeah.
I slur, I mess up the who did what, but I kind of do that on purpose too, just to fuck with people. Oh,
All
I
right.
forgot this, it's an act sometimes. Sometimes I do forget. So
First thing I need you to do is uncover that 5150 album because I love it. So
yeah, we covered it up because three guys on the podcast we just recorded, they'll be out at a later date. We're pissed because we put on camera so we don't step on each other. And that was a Charles Trainer idea. I give him that idea. But they told me to cover up that 5150, man. And then I got Rush and I got the Cars, I got Judas Priest, Point of Entry. Great shit, man. Oh man.
indeed
Yeah,
it is.
I did it for them. I didn't want it to offend them.
Fuck them, man.
Yeah,
I
fuck off,
mean,
Jerry, Eric, and Joseph. No, we love you, man.
hey, no, man. I love everybody, and everyone has an opinion for sure. It's just my opinion is I love both eras of Van Halen. I mean, I like Sammy's era better because that's where I grew up. That's where I started really getting into music was, I heard 1984 and I was didn't like it. I didn't like the song Jump when it was all the rage and every kid at school just had that record and I was wondering who Maxwell was and why he wanted to jump. Who's Maxwell and why does he want to jump? That's all I heard in the fourth grade. Okay. I mean, I didn't know it might as well jump. I thought it was Maxwell and he was jumping.
Maxwell.
And I was like, who the fuck is this? And it's like, this is horrible.
But it
And
wasn't Bang Bang Maxwell Silver Hammers.
no, man. But when 5150 came out and Why Can't This Be Love, man, it's one of my favorite songs. I played it. We had a 80s tribute band and we played everything from 80 to 89. You couldn't do 79, you couldn't do 90. And Why Can't This Be Love was one of the songs we played, man. It's so good. So good. So good.
I love Why Can't This Beat Up?
I mean,
That
it's got a
riff
groove
is
to it.
just
It's got a groove to it. It could Dave have sung it just fine? Yes, he could have. I think no problem. But when you hear like Sammy come in, the way he comes in with it, and yeah, I don't know why there are so many Sammy haters out there, but everyone's entitled to it, you
because he
know?
took over for Dave. If he didn't take over for Dave, like Gary Sharon, I didn't like that Van Halen 3 album at first, but years later when I started listening, there's more good songs than bad songs on that album. So
There's okay songs on it, but I just felt for Gary because the producer was like pushing him a little too hard to push his vocal where it didn't need to
it
go.
was a
And
TV producer though. Mike
yeah,
Post. What the
yeah.
fuck?
And that's like and even Mike Anthony said that Van Halen 3 was the first time they didn't do shit all together in the studio. Um, you know, I guess like some Michael Anthony's bass parts weren't even used. Somebody else came in. It was a kind of a shit show. And that was unfortunate about that because I really wanted to like that record, and I did like the first single off of it, and I think
Without You
that
is badass.
yeah, but I remember listening to Gary's vocal, and I'm like, they're pushing him too hard. This isn't his range. This isn't where he needs to sit. And he's a great vocalist. Don't get me wrong, man, but maybe just a bad pick for Van Halen at the time. I think like we were talking just on the podcast we recorded about a certain band that seemed a little lost. And I think this was kind of Van Halen's lost era. They didn't know where they wanted to go with whatever they were going to do. Um, but yeah, I mean, so there's so many Sammy haters out there, like you said, because he took over for Roth. It was that coveted little place. But then Roth was doing like fucking California Girls and blah, 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 and all this goofy shit, in the between. So he could do no wrong. But here Sammy is like taking the band in a whole new direction and making them sound, in my opinion, really good. I don't shit on Roth at all. So why do people shit on Sammy? Is it
I
because
don't
of his
shit on Roth at all either.
right? So is it because of Sammy's comments saying shit like I sold more albums than
Well,
Dave
yeah,
ever
he's
did?
kind of delusional on that. He needs to shut the
Yeah.
fuck up a lot of times.
Yeah, I mean, if he would just shut his mouth and just let the music do its talking, because you had 5150 OU1A2, fuck, you had, whatever.
Balance.
Yeah, yeah, Balance. Oh, great record, by the
I
way.
love that album.
Yes, sir.
We need to re-review that because the review we did of Balance with Dr. Fuck wasn't a review. So,
Well, I haven't listened to the whole thing in quite a while. So maybe my perception will change a little bit. But when I do remember when it came out and I saw the tour, it came through Fort Wayne. We just loved that record,
in fact,
and
that's going to be my next pick. Balance, Van
I,
Halen,
I
the
like it.
real review.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, I
Yeah,
think it
because
deserves that at least,
yes, it does.
and it'll get me to listen to it again.
Yeah,
I'm excited about my next pick, which is I think next Saturday. So
yeah. You can say
yeah,
what it is. I don't care. Just,
okay. It's Fireball Ministry, the Second Great Awakening. It's I saw the video for King, and it was fucking life changing for me at the time. I mean, I had just gotten it. We had just gotten a kind of a when we were all in high school and college, we had our respective bands, all of our friends. We're all kind of in different bands. Nothing ever really competitive. But we would play this one like reception hall. We would always book it out. We'd always, charge $3 or $4 a head or whatever. And I was in a band called Raising Cain. Other buddies were in a band called Allegory's Haven. But we got talking and we're like, hey, we're all available right now. This is about 2006, 2007, 2005, maybe. It was like, let's all get together and see what we can do. And holy shit, we created one hell of a metal band. And it's about the same time I saw this video from Fireball Ministry because MTV at the time had a metal channel. It was called MTVM or whatever, MTV Metal.
really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Dude,
On
I was
our
all
on our
over
ca-
into.
on our cable network in the mid 2000s, you could take it to they'd play like um, just basically just anything that was hard rock or metal. And I'm sitting there one night enjoying a cocktail or a glass of wine or something, and this band comes on, Fireball Ministry. I'm like, holy shit, who's this?
I've never
That
heard of them. I'm excited to listen to it this week. So
yeah, and
I'm like Aaron
listen to
Camaro.
this
I'm gonna write this shit down to buy.
right.
Yeah.
Listen to this album first, and this was my go-to. They had like an album before, and they've had some albums after. Nothing compares to this record. Kind of a one-hit wonder record for me. I was so obsessed with them. I got the album cover mascot on my leg. because I
Oh,
just loved him that much.
damn.
I, and
This is going to
I
be
was
an episode from the heart.
yeah, and it was I was in a I was in the church band at that time, and here I was in shorts with a devil tattoo on my fucking calf, and I'm up there playing bass in the church band. And
Damn.
they're like, "Oh, right. Well, hey, man, sinners be sinners. Sinners can be forgiven." But no, when this video came on, it was the coolest looking video. The lead singer James Rhoda had a fucking Dean Flying V, and I just wanted that guitar so bad. Still fucking do, but I don't play a lot of electric guitar anymore, so it'd be kind of pointless. But I still want that fucking guitar.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about wanting a guitar. I always wanted a drum set. And when I was a kid in elementary school, they gave us an aptitude test to see what instrument we could play. And they said I was aptitude for a fucking woodwind instrument. And I go, I don't want to blow into anything. I want to fucking bang the drums. Why do they get drum pads and I get a fucking clarinet? What the fuck? So I fucking took that clarinet and pissed in it and gave it back to the school. Said, fuck your clarinet, fucking fifth grader, and fuck your clarinet. I wanted drums, bitch. And fucking, I remember my neighbor, Rick Swan, I think it talked about this on podcast. He had a drum set and he brought it up for New Year's Eve and set it up in our house. And I was sitting there just going, boom, 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 psh, 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 psh. And he got pissed off because I played better than he did. And I never took a lesson. So he sold it. Instead of selling it to me, he gave it to fucking somebody else. I was so pissed off at that because he was jealous because I kept a beat. I had a rhythm. But when I tried to take lessons like at 25, I couldn't do it. I was not, I was like, shoulder hurts. I can't do shit now. Fucking working fast food all my life, you know.
So you never pursued, you never tried
No,
to
because
quit, you never tried.
my mom never got me a drum set. I begged her every year to get me a drum set, give me a drum set, give me a drum set. And that's
Yeah,
before I liked Neil Peart, not Peart, Peart.
yeah.
You know,
Well, hey, for until many, 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 many years, I called him Neil Peart, and he corrected somebody. Said, "Nope, Peart."
that
Okay.
was Eddie Trunk. He corrected Eddie
Yep.
Trunk because
Yeah.
Eddie
Yeah.
Trunk
And
asked how to enunciate his name.
absolutely. And I, I'm kind of a wannabe drummer. I mean, I can play drums to an extent, kind of like you. It's like I can keep the beat and I have a good rhythm on it. But I just love watching drummers do great drumming things, like Dana Carey from Tool.
Oh
He's one of
God.
my favorite drummers. And to watch that, it's like, hell, I know I'll never be that. I mean, I can barely hit the toms. If you want me to hit the hi hat, snare, kick, I can keep a beat all day long with some ride and some cymbals. But if you want me to do a roll on the toms, that's where I'm gonna probably fuck up. But I play guitar, bass, some keyboard, and some drums. You know, and I was never schooled. When I was in school, I played like a saxophone and for 3 years, and then
Oh,
I
you
went into
blew into
flight.
something. He tried
Yeah,
with a clarinet. It was horrible. You can't go.
clarinets.
You got to keep your cheeks like,
Yes, it's a
I
reed
couldn't do
instrument.
it, dude.
It's a reed instrument, and so is the saxophone. So yeah, you kind of pick and choose, man. Sax was kind of more rock and roll than a clarinet,
Yeah.
when
Unless your heart, they
and
play a flute.
right, and then I picked
Or
up, I
Jethro
picked up a
Tull.
guitar. I picked up a guitar early and just never really put it down. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but all my friends were taking lessons. So it was like, show me what you know. And I never really learned how to read music. I read tablature, but I don't read music. And ever since, it's just been learning everything by ear. And let me tell you, in that 80s tribute band, 1.21 gigawatts would have been
Oh,
huge.
my favorite movie of all time.
Yes, 1.21
It's one
gigawatts.
movie. There's not three. It's one movie.
It's one movie, man.
It's one movie, man.
It's one movie. So we had the perfect name. We almost had three sets ready because that's what bars want. And dude, we played everything everybody would want. Anything from the Cars to Europe Final Countdown to Bryan Adams. We were doing it
I
all. We
love
did.
Bryan Adams. I love
Oh
Europe.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We were doing the hair metal. We were doing the pop. We were doing just John
Did you do
Mellencamp.
Screedy
Everything.
Politi?
Who?
The Screedy Politi?
Who?
Screedy Politi.
I don't
I
even.
got the perfect man.
No, 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 no.
Did you do any Depeche Mode?
We did Personal Jesus,
Ah, that song
but we
rules.
yeah, but we did it in kind of a more rock style, you know.
Well, what Johnny Cash did it in a country style, so that song could
Oh,
great songs can become any genre.
Depeche Mode was one of my favorite bands of the '80s, and Personal Jesus came out. I think I was a freshman or sophomore in high school, and I remember seeing that video, and I was like, "Oh, that is so cool."
Dude,
And
just
uh, and then hell, you had Marilyn Manson, Johnny Cash, 1.21 gigawatts. We covered it,
damn.
because we're so important. Um, but yeah, we almost had three sets, and then our drummer ghosted, and then we just kind of broke up. So
Yeah, it's like you listen to the song like Blasphemous Rumors from Depeche Mode. It said, I
yeah,
don't want to start any blasphemous rumors, but I think that God's got a sixth sense of humor, and when we die, I expect to see him laughing. It's like they were talking about like deep tracks, but it was poppy as shit. It's like
it's
that song is
it.
so fucking deep, and
Well, I mean, you get
people are
like,
people.
yeah, that's what I was going to bring up.
Yeah,
You can bring up people are people, such a dark lyric, but it's so, cut people are people, so
oh,
why
why
should
should
it
it
be?
be
Yeah, yeah,
you and
and then
I should live alone? You know, don't,
exactly,
don't,
it's
don't.
not a happy lyric, so to
It
speak.
isn't, but the song is the
Yeah,
music.
well, that's where, like, yeah, I'm gonna take a whole nother bunny trail, but if you go to like Blind Melon,
Yeah,
their whole debut, which I fucking love, is full of you take the hit,
you should pick
no
that
rate.
album. You need to pick that album.
Oh god damn. I could die. I've played about every song on that record. In an acoustic
I
duo.
love Shannon Hoon's voice. I'm
Oh
sorry.
fuck yes.
I like Geddy
But
Lee.
but
Come
you
on, there
but
you
you
go.
take No Rain. Da, 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 da,
Galaxy.
da, da, da. And I'm
Yeah.
like, God, it's songs about killing himself. And it's like,
Yeah.
holy shit. Yeah, and it's so dark, and there's a lot of songs on that record like that. And yeah, blind. If we got to get into a Blind Melon discussion on a hard rock and metal podcast or whatever, I'm
Dude,
in.
we are a free-form rock
Freeform,
podcast. We
freeform.
aren't, we are in all rock and pop genres, dude. That's
I
why
like
I
it.
named it that way.
Yes, and if you
I
ever
don't
want to
want to get
de-drift,
pigeonholed into metal or
right?
alternative or anything. Freeform is everything that is a rock subgenre. There you go.
Well, I mean, Blind Melon is a sweet spot for me for sure.
Oh fuck yeah. Them and Candlebox, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ugly Kid
I'm probably
Joe.
one of the few friends I had that liked Lucy.
Lucy rules, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
God damn, I love that. Simple lessons. That riff, dude. And the
it's
song
amazing.
Lucy is fucking
it,
amazing too.
it didn't have a far away on it, I think, is why people are like, well,
Dude,
this
they
album
got
sucks.
better. They
Yeah.
got better from the first album. I thought Lucy was better than the first album to me.
I love the first record for
I do
sure.
too.
Yeah, but I thought Lucy, I was like, oh, now we're talking, man. Now they're getting some riffage,
Yeah,
and now they're
right?
getting some, yeah, yeah.
God
And
damn, that
everyone
album
said,
ruled.
oh, they're just trying to go more grunge and more Pearl Jam. And I'm like, no, they're not.
They don't sound like grunge. They sound like rock and roll, man.
That's the whole problem with grunge is I
You're
think
from
they they
Seattle, you
they they
grunge.
undeservingly put a bunch of bands into a grunge.
Right?
Alice in Chains was rock.
Soundgarden?
Soundgarden was rock. Um, you know, Pearl Jam, I'm sorry, was just rock. Listen to 10, listen to Verses. Those albums are just straight ahead fucking today now is classic rock.
Dude, have you listened to the last Candlebox album, The Long Goodbye?
Yes, I have.
Doesn't it rule?
I fucking love it.
Fucking hey, dude. We need to review that because Jerry is a huge Candlebox fan, but I
That's
don't think
awesome.
he's heard. Have you heard Kevin Martin and the High Watts?
No, no,
You haven't heard Kevin Martin and the High Watts.
I've not.
I got Jerry into that CD. I'm gonna send you a video of
Okay.
that band. That is Candlebox's lead singer. He made it,
No,
and
I know that. I've just never
he
listened.
also had an album with God damn it, I can't remember. He had an album with the live band. He mixed live band.
Yeah,
I got the fucking vinyl and I can't remember what it is right now.
that's okay.
God, no, it's fucking great. I will send you that album too.
Okay.
God damn, dude, Kevin Martin,
He's amazing.
he's amazing.
Yeah.
Kloss of fucking what's the guy's name of fucking Ugly Kid Joe? Whitford Crane?
Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
Great fucking vocalist.
I just saw him with Aaron Camaro and Chris Sinjak.
I know you did.
This past summer, we saw them with Fozzy Open and it was Ugly Kid Joe. They
I,
interviewed the guitar
I
player.
want to move to Tennessee. I want to go to shows with you guys or wherever. Indiana. I want to fucking dude. I got my buddy Daniel Herbert here. The guy is very bad at communicating, but I want to see Iron Maiden October 8th, the day before my birthday in 2024 at the Forum.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to see them, but he hasn't got back to me yet. But
That's gonna be amazing. Hell
dude,
yeah.
I saw them on the last tour. They were awesome, dude. Fucking
Okay, here's the thing. My wife is one who thinks you cannot be a Priest fan and a Maiden fan
oh,
at the
that's fucked
same
up.
time. It
No.
is fucked up. We
Where's your
both.
wife at? Bring Mrs. Fooger in here.
She's out getting ready for her party. So,
Okay. Well, she
if
needs
we
to
ever
come
do
on
a
here one time.
if
You
we
need to
ever
bring her
do
on.
if we ever do a Priest review or Duran Duran review, she will be a guest host.
Have we did Rio yet? We haven't done the first Duran Duran. We should do that.
Yeah. Anyway, I took her to the to a Iron Maiden show a couple of years ago. It was the one where I had the big plane
Well,
came
I had
down.
the plane up mine too with the on Aces High. It came out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she was like, "Okay, I'll go." And then four songs in, she looks to me and she goes, "Okay." She was, "I get it. Yeah, okay." And I was like, "Yes, you can be a fan of both. You don't like Iron Maiden on record, but when you see Iron Maiden live, holy shit, you cannot deny it. You know."
I've seen
The
Judas
same.
Priest, the new lineup of Judas Priest 3 times. I've seen Maiden twice, and Maiden beat Priest both times for me.
Yes, yes. And I love Priest.
Yes, I do too.
I love Priest. In fact, we're going to see Judas Priest in April here in
Nice.
Indianapolis.
I can't wait for
Uh,
that new album. We need to review that one also.
well, a lot of people are shitting on it, and I'm like, it sounds like Priest.
Sounds
What
like
are you
Priest to
talking
me.
about?
I like
It
those
has
two
good
songs.
guitar riffs, great drums, awesome vocals, good solos. Why are you shitting on it? I think people just like to shit on things that come out, and
I think people are just grumpy old bitches.
yeah,
That's all.
I think so. It's like you don't need to be because be thankful Priest is still putting out music.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Maine's still
we should
putting
be
out music.
I think we should be thankful for shit like that, not
They
shitting on it.
they called Maiden the last album Sin Shih Tzu. And I go, that album fucking rules. And I like Book of Souls also.
I just listened to it in full again last night, and I didn't skip one track. I
On
didn't.
Shinzitsu?
In sin, not shit to sin.
No,
Yeah,
Sin
yeah, yeah.
Situ.
Right.
I love that
I
fucking record, man.
and I love the Book of Souls. I mean, holy shit, that was a
Well,
great
Empire of
record.
the Clouds is kind of too long, but it's still a good song.
The They have a lot of songs that could be trimmed down for
Yeah.
sure. Like I kind of like I'm going to get a beer or a snack or something while the you know 17 solos are going on or whatever, or an intro or
Well, Yannick Gears doesn't play live. I think he only plays live on the songs that he recorded with him, but the other ones, he's just twirling his guitar and hitting somebody in the head with it.
Well, when I went to go see, it was the kind of the recreation of the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son
Oh,
tour,
I
and this
love
would
that
have been
album.
like 2000. I'm going to say 8, and it was in Indianapolis, and unfortunately, where my seats were very close to the stage, but it was very far. if you're looking at the stage, very far right. And all I got to see was Janek's balls. So, because all he wanted to do is put his leg up on a fucking monitor and sit there and hump his guitar. And I'm like, God damn it. But but they
He's
did open up.
useless. He's
Yeah, but
totally useless.
they opened up that tour with they opened up that show with Moonchild, and I went fucking crazy. Oh, I lost my fucking
I
mind.
love Moonchild.
Oh my God, when
I
they
love the
started that,
evil that men do, and people shit on that song too.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I
I
don't
know,
either.
yeah, people can shit on it. That's fine. Everyone can have an opinion. I don't care. People shit all over Kiss last weekend. That's fine, man. I got thick skin.
I didn't
You
shit
know?
on him. I didn't care.
No, I know, and I saw all your posts. There's only one person I called out for a second because they just wouldn't stop. And I'm like, okay.
I just said the
Now,
avatars are stupid.
the
Yeah.
avatars are stupid, dude. As a Kiss fan, they could do whatever they want beyond this with avatars or whatever they want to do, fine. But I'm a Kiss fan, and it was an exciting night, and it was a good show, and I'm not going to apologize. And everyone was like, oh, fuck Kiss. I was like, all right, man. You know what?
I don't hate Kiss because
I
I'm
never
not
said
a
you did.
huge fan. I
Right.
just don't like how they treat their fans. That's about it.
I've met them, like, not in the makeup era. I've met them, and they've all been very cool.
I just
And
thought that COVID thing behind plexiglass was fucked up for the meet and greets.
yeah, I know. But maybe they haven't done right by everyone all the time, but they've been around 50 years and shit ebb and flows, and maybe some things aren't
Well,
right. Some
we're
other
all
things are.
human. Everybody has their mistakes, man.
Absolutely, man. There's
Yeah.
going to be some days that you wish you never met your hero, because they're having a bad day. I met Ace Frehley. He's my God, rock God. He's the reason I own a Les Paul. He's the only reason I picked up the guitar. And when I met him, he was a complete fucking asshole. And I hate that. So there's some days don't meet your heroes. I met Peter Chris, most lovely guy I ever met. I met Paul and Gene, most lovely people I ever met. Eric Singer, amazing. Bruce Kulick, a complete asshole. And he's the nicest guy everybody keeps saying he is, but he wasn't to me. So go figure.
Yeah, man. Shohei Ohtani just announced he's going to my team, the Dodgers. Fuck me.
Who's go
I,
who's going where?
Shohei Ohtani is going to the Dodgers. That's what they were saying. He was going to the Blue Jays yesterday. When they
Uh-oh.
said he was going to the Blue Jays, I was going, fuck yeah. Six. Well, I don't know how much he's getting. No opt outs, though. God damn, we're going to be fucked, fucked, fucked.
Don't even talk to me, man. I have nothing to do with baseball.
Yeah,
So
that's cool. But you are an Indianapolis Colts fan. That's cool. I have
okay.
nothing against it. I love Peyton Manning. Like
And his
I
big
loved
forehead,
him.
big head and everything, huh?
I love no, he's a
I can't talk. I can't talk.
he's a genuine guy, you know.
He is.
I
Both
don't
him and
like his
Eli both.
brother. His brother is not a Hall of Fame quarterback. God dang, he got lucky in those NFC championships against the Niners. Just
Well, he
saying,
got
because we muffed a punt that gave them the lead. So
right, right. Well, Eli's got more rings than Manning, I think, doesn't
no,
he?
it's 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
Eli got one with your Colts and he got one with Denver.
Well, Manning got one with the Colts in
He,
Denver. Eli got two with New York, right?
yeah, he got two. He went to Denver and got a second ring.
Right. That's Manning. Yeah.
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 Peyton Manning.
Peyton. Yeah.
Peyton.
Yeah.
Peyton.
So,
Sounded like fucking like James Bond. Peyton. Peyton Manning.
I'm Bond. Simon LeBon.
Oh, I love Simon, man.
Ah, you got that?
Fucking Duran haters out there. What the fuck's wrong with you? They make good fucking music. They
Okay.
are
Red Carpet
musicians.
Massacre sucked.
No, 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 no,
It
no, no,
was
no.
not good,
It
dude.
was good.
It had some good stuff on it.
No, most of it was great. It's
Mm,
not like Tesla Shock.
no, no, nothing was worse than that.
Oh God, nothing.
I
But there's
tried.
five good songs. There's five good songs on there though.
Yeah.
But there's 12.
Astronaut was One of my favorite records of Duran Duran's.
I like Big Thing when it all she wants is. And the new album Visible is really good
Oh,
too.
that's really good.
Invisible? Fuck yeah.
Yes. We were
And that
jamming
new
that.
album, that new Halloween album is really good too, where they did Night Boat and shit.
Oh yeah. What was
Andy
that called?
Taylor's
What
on
was
the
that
whole
called?
album,
What was
basically.
that called?
God damn it.
That the newest one? Come on.
Dude,
It was
I
it was Ghost album.
it wasn't a ghost album.
Yes, it was the same name.
Oh, it was Dance Macabre, Macabre.
Dance Macabre. Yep.
No, but Ghost was Dance Macabre. They're Dance Macabre. So it's kind of different.
Macabre. Okay.
I don't think they copied Ghost.
No, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
They were just taking the name because that's a very common name.
Yeah.
And like when we were in Vegas in our hotel room, we were jamming to that new
Dude,
Duran
we need
Duran
to
quite a
like
bit.
when you guys go to Vegas, we need to set this shit up where me and my wife go to Vegas too.
Yeah,
We need a party, dude.
yeah, that might not turn out well.
Well, for me, for them, not us.
They'll go and party. We'll talk rock and get drunk and pass out. But that's okay. That's a good
Because
vacation.
that's right. I go to Vegas all the time, so that's fucking cool.
Do you?
Yeah, we've been to Vegas so many times too. We stayed at New York, New York, and we stayed at what's that fucking medieval hotel there? Excalibur. We stayed at that like three
Excalibur.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We she got like an Airbnb and it was that there's a triple tower and it's down towards MGM, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit off the strip. I mean, slightly off the strip. You could walk it in 10 minutes. And there's three towers and it's like the Sheraton or something like that. And we were in the first tower, 15th floor, and super nice, super cheap. And we just took the train, the bus. We just took all the shit all over the city. Of course, they were setting up for the shitty Formula One race, so everything was fucked.
We should
All the
like that. You like the Indianapolis 4 500, don't
well,
you?
well, absolutely. We go every year in Indianapolis, and we did watch the Formula One live because it came on at like 1 a.m. Here, and but we watched it, and it was fun. But I remember thinking, this is fucked up. They got everything shut down, and the cab drivers were pissed, and the Uber drivers were pissed. But you can still walk. You can still walk. You can still
Did you
do
get
what you
my
want.
message where I told you and your wife to go to Frankie's Tiki Bar?
Yes,
Did you go
we
there?
did make it. I don't think we made it.
Oh, you gotta go there, dude. It's so
Oh, but
dark. They got
yeah,
some strong drinks there, and you could buy tiki glasses.
holy shit.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cool, man.
that's okay. But the place, if you and your wife have not been, it's called Ellis Island. And it's
Mhm.
like a restaurant just off the strip. It's in an alley, but dude, you will get the best fucking food cheap that you ever want. It's good
Yeah, man.
stuff. Good
There
stuff.
is a restaurant on Fremont Street that I need to have. I can't remember it. It's like a breakfast lunch restaurant. It's in the Plaza
In Old
Rest,
Vegas. In Old Vegas
Old
down on
Vegas, Fremont
yeah,
Street,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember it now because I'm a little drunk. Let's see. I'm
Ah,
gonna look. One Plaza. Let me look at it real quick so people can know this restaurant. Vegas restaurants. The Plaza restaurants in Vegas. Oh, fuck it. But it's a good breakfast restaurant in there.
we'll figure it out, man. We'll do another episode where we do travel tips, okay?
Travel tips. I love Vegas. It's fun. We went and saw Sammy Hagar in a circle there.
Really?
I won $400 in that fucking moo cow game.
Hey, you won
Fucking
400 bucks.
space
How much you
cows
put
or
in? How much you
fucking
put
20
in?
bucks, dude. I won $400. It just kept going, and then we had to go see the show with the circle. That was
Nice.
pretty cool. That what was that thing? The hotel with that big fucking I don't know what it's called. Yeah, fucking like a drop or something. The Stratosphere. Yeah, we saw Sammy Hagar in the circle of the Stratosphere. That's freaking pretty cool.
Oh, at the Stratosphere, really?
Stratosphere is really good, dude. And he put like it was like a what do you call like in like hobble wobble type of theme. He was doing a residency there.
Yeah, yeah.
It was pretty cool. He was like shooting shots with fucking fans in the front row. I wish I was there. Him giving him tequila shots. That was awesome.
uh,
But fucking
I,
Michael Anthony, don't sing lead. Somebody get me a doctor was not good.
yeah, I haven't heard him sing the lead. I know he does a killer backing vocal, but
Yeah,
and I know he's coming out and doing some lead vocals for some other stuff, but I have never heard that. So
he wasn't that good lead. But Sammy says on this new tour they're doing with Joe Satriani that he's going to take breaks because his voice is old now, and he's going to give
sure,
Michael
he's like
Anthony
fucking
some old Van Halen
75
shit.
years old or some shit.
75 years old. I like you said, I don't understand the hate for Sammy yet.
I don't. He's
It's
always
like,
I've met him a couple of times. He's always been very cool. Maybe he just needs to keep his mouth shut on some things, and maybe people wouldn't hate him so much. And I think you're right. I think people were just butthurt that Dave was out and he was in, and now this is not their Van Halen. And I'm just enjoy it for what it is, man. If you don't like the songs, you don't like the songs, man. Don't shit all over the new guy
right.
just because he's a new guy.
What has it been since 1986?
Yeah.
It's like this hate. Just Eat 'Em and Smile is an amazing album. So
Hell
is
yeah, it is.
5150.
Yeah,
It's like
both
I
of them.
get bitched at because I say I like Dave more than Sammy on Van Halen. Whatever, whatever. It's just my opinion. I give that to you guys because you fucking Daily Roftards are assholes about it. So I said, yeah, nothing compares to the six pack. Sammy Van Hagar was good too, but I do go to the six pack more than Sammy's, but I go to Sammy solo more than David solo. So it's kind of an honest opinion there.
Absolutely. Everyone can have an opinion about it. It's like, hey, I don't like that Sammy Hagar Van Halen. Okay, cool. Agree to disagree, man. That's cool. And
Yeah.
that means at the party you're with me at, maybe I won't put that in then. Maybe we'll just agree to put something else in.
Well, me,
Because
I'm a dick. I'd put both of them in.
well, for me,
I put
it's
Yankee
like
Rose and Why Can't This Be Love, fuckers.
I
Take it.
love it. I love it, man. I mean, I'd be a fan, but I don't I don't shit on anyone for who they like or don't like. I never have. And
I don't
you
give a
know,
fuck. I think it's
I
funny.
I love the music of Merciful Fate and King Diamond. I've just never been able to wrap my head around King's vocal.
Same
I
here.
mean,
The music is
there are
amazing.
some like Conspiracy by King Diamond. His vocals were a lot lower and gruffer, and I really grabbed on to Conspiracy and some of the other stuff, but but I don't begrudge anybody who likes it. It's like if that's your favorite shit, awesome, man.
Do you
Own
ever
it.
see me tell people they're wrong? Ever.
No, never,
Never.
never.
But I
You'll
get
never
always
see me.
pigeonholed that I tell people they're wrong.
You'll never see me tell anybody they're wrong.
No.
Hey, I'm the one who put out there over the summer. It's like if what's his name? God damn it. And I'm not even drunk and I can't remember.
Well, that sucks.
Oh yeah, if loving Rodney Millsap is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Ronnie
I mean,
Millsap's great.
fuck.
And I'm not a
And if
country fan.
he wasn't really country. I mean, he was kind of in the middle of the road, kind of
Yeah,
country
that's probably
pop.
why I like him.
And
Like Glenn Campbell and
oh yeah.
Waylon
Or Eddie
Jennings,
Rabbit, Eddie
Eddie
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just my spectrum is everywhere as
And
far
you
as my
like Garth
music.
Brooks. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
You
So
and Bushy get along on that one.
that's all right. I mean, but I don't hate anybody for hating what I hate because I grew up loving Kiss. I got enough playground hate, man.
I
I
don't
got
hate Kiss.
no, but I got enough thick skin because there's so many people who like you were not a popular kid in 81, 82, 83, loving Kiss. And then it was about 84, 85, 86 that they started releasing Animalize and Asylum. And they kind of became the 80s MTV kids again. And oh, you went to that Kiss concert? Yes, I did. And well, you were just beating me up on the playground last year because you told me Kiss suck, and so I've got thick skin on all of that.
I'm a
So
Sammy Hagar fan, dude.
what's that?
I'm a Sammy Hagar fan.
Good.
You know what
Well,
happens in our groups on Sammy Hagar.
well, hey, you and I'll stick together on that.
And Extreme, Night Ranger.
Who doesn't like extreme?
Uh,
Who?
Charles and Jerry,
They don't like extreme
they don't like Extreme.
at all.
No.
They've never listened to Waiting for the Punchline. They've
That
never listened
album
to.
fucking rules. And
Yes, it does.
and the
Yes, it
title
does.
track at the end where it goes,
Yes.
why did the chicken go across the road to get to the other side? I'm just waiting for the punchline. The
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
sarcastic lyrics that those guys write, and nobody thinks they're David Lee Rothish with those lyrics. God dang, he was a perfect fit for Van Halen if they had time to make a great album. Even Gary said we were going back to Van Halen 3. If they rushed that album, and when they got
Yeah.
on tour, those songs got fleshed out.
Yep. So yeah, Waiting for the Punchline's amazing. Soul to
Gary
Rock or some.
Mangini on drums on that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Um, I've liked everything. The only actually Three Sides to Every Story is probably kind of a weaker album for me.
Well, when
For
they
me.
get into those like orchestra shit,
Yeah,
it,
yeah. I
it
mean,
kind
that's
of
just for me.
tails off.
But Waiting for the Punchline, when I picked that up and threw that CD in, I was like, okay, now we're talking. Yeah, this is like just straight up fucking strat with Pat Badger slapping the bass. Yeah,
And freaking that song, There Is No God. There is no, he's like, oh, no respect. No respect. No, you fucking Gary is just fucking like screaming his ass off on that album.
yeah.
It's
It's
like you
it's
never heard that from Gary before.
no. I mean, I think that was their pissed off record. I think they were being lumped into hair metal, and they were not. And
Well, that
I
first
think
album cover, come on. That was horrible.
okay, yeah, of course, yeah,
Yeah.
man, yeah. Man, I think that's just the time. But if you listen to their music, it wasn't Pretty Boy Floyd. It wasn't Tough.
No,
It wasn't Poison.
no.
It wasn't four chord ear candy bullshit. It was like you listen to that music, and it's good. It still sticks up to this day. But
God damn, it's nothing is dated on that album.
no,
Any album by Extreme is not dated. I love Saudis to Rock.
that's what I didn't know how to pronounce the name. But yeah,
Saudis to Rock. It's
yeah.
like fucking King of the Ladies. If I knew right now what I know right
It's
back then,
great.
I know I'd be the king of the ladies. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, it's like if we grew up and we go back, if we knew what we know now and we went back then, yeah, we fucking be pimps.
absolutely. And their newest record is just fantastic.
Amazing. I even
Yes.
like the slow songs. Rainbow,
It's
the
but
harmonies on that album.
oh yeah. But
God damn, that
people still
album.
want to like this shit all over everything, and blah blah
They
blah
go
blah.
from industrial to rock to ballads. It's like an amazing fucking record. There's not one, even reggae. There's not one bad song on there,
I
man.
don't care. Yeah, I like it because I like music. I don't like genres. I like music.
No, I like music too, man. And I love that fucking album, man. I love fucking Six. I love
So
Winger
when
Seven.
you asked me so when you asked me to come on Freeform Music podcast, I was really hoping that it would be completely open because that's what I am.
Yeah.
You know,
If you
we
heard the
did.
episodes we did with Lee, you know it's completely open.
Yeah, I could do the Rolling Stones of Don Henley to today we did Dokken.
Yeah.
And
Depeche Mode, New Order, The
and
Cure, Duran Duran,
I'm telling you, Fireball Ministry, I really hope you guys like it, but
Susie and the Banshees.
I'll take the hits if you guys don't,
Yeah.
It, it
Prince.
it's very Sabbathy, it's very Sabbath ripoff. It's I'm gonna hear that a lot. I know I'm gonna hear a lot of that. Well, they're just ripping off Ozzy. He's ripping off Sabbath. Yeah, they absolutely are. because that's what they fucking love. And I ripped off all my favorite artists writing my originals too, you know. So there's no, it isn't a, they didn't reinvent the wheel. They just made it sound really fucking good, you know. And I think it's going to be an interesting episode because I don't know how Jerry's going to like it. I don't know how you're going to like it. It's straight ahead rock, you know. It's kind of like stoner rock a little bit, but it's kind of drop D everything. Um, the vocals, in my opinion, are great. They kind of, you know, but we'll obviously get into that next week. Um, but I just love music, man. I don't care where it comes from. I love Bruce Hornsby. Who loves
I
Bruce
like Bruce
Hornsby?
Hornsby too.
Yeah, it's
All
like
right, man.
you're not a rock fan. You like Bruce Hornsby. No, well, I'm sorry. I like Bruce Hornsby.
Mike, and one of the best Huey Lewis and the News songs is Jacob's Ladder, and that was co-written with Bruce Hornsby there, man.
There you go.
Step
And
by step.
but you know, when I think, have you guys ever done a perfect album episode? Like, what's your perfect album?
No.
Like
See,
front to
you need to
back?
come up with that.
I think so because,
You
like,
know, we don't have to do album reviews all the time. We could do
right,
other things. Yeah.
right. And when I bring my guest on, we're going to do that.
Yeah, because we did like our favorite drunk albums. We did lots of things, you know.
So, like, I'd like to do our perfect album. You know, like,
That's
what
cool.
is your perfect? Pick one album that you think is perfect front to back, and you give me your thoughts on it. We all share our thoughts on it. Go to the next. My perfect album is because, and then we all kind of talk about it, you know.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, because everyone asks me like, what's your perfect rock album, or what's your perfect album front to back? I've got several, and
Yeah,
one of
I
them,
got several too. It's like Beatles, Def Leppard, blah blah blah. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
I don't know
man,
what the hell I'm gonna pick.
mine is like one of mine is I won't skip one song is "Shot at the Devil." I mean,
Mm.
I just think that's fucking perfect front to back. Boston debut, front to back. I mean, you know,
You
there's
too, Joshua Tree, you know,
yes,
stuff like
sir. Yes,
like
sir.
a
Oh, I've got these awesome vinyl um Joshua Tree singles I got
mm,
on
Rush
record store.
moving pictures, Rush signals, you know, Pink
Yeah.
Floyd, The Wall. Well, no, Pink
Yeah.
Floyd, The Wall has a couple bummers on there. I
It,
picked Queensryche Operation Mindcrime, which we reviewed with you.
boom. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I won't skip one song on that record. But
yeah. So we got to pick
even though, you
something.
know, it's got a lot of intro, just like The Wall, it's got a lot of segue
Yeah,
from
but The Wall has kind of some like songs that are like
it.
it doesn't
Yeah.
flow as much as Operation Mindcrime
So
to me.
yeah, and there's like Appetite for Destruction is I could almost call a perfect album, but Paradise City.
Oh,
You
I
know,
love Paradise City.
Paradise City's a fine song, and we all loved it when it came out. But for whatever reason, that's just a it's a I can't get past that to make it. I will skip that song, and but there's so many perfect records, and I think that we should do an episode of just our
We
perfect records.
it should be like a what top four or something like that.
Well, it depends on how many guests are on the show and
Yeah.
how
Well,
long
you're
we
gonna
want.
bring the guest on this show, so
Well, I'm bringing a guest on. We've got a doozy of a topic, and you will have plenty of time to prepare for it.
okay.
But this individual and I we were going to start our own podcast, and we just life got in the way, and we didn't get it going. But it was going to be called Metal Minutia,
That's
and it was
cool.
and it was going to be called because we dig in, you know, who produced it, who engineered it, where was it recorded, why was it recorded, who did the lyrics, why was the song inspiration, you know. And it was going to be the minutia of everything we love, and it would bore the shit out of everybody who was just a casual listener, you know.
But
Like,
basically, everybody in our groups aren't casual listeners.
right. And that's good because
Yeah.
when I bring up somebody, you know who they are, and I'm also schooled. My ears are always open. You know, I can't hear, but my ears are always open to like teach me, you know, school me. You know, what did I get wrong? You know, of what I said, or and that's why I love group discussions, man. That's why I love this podcast. So I hope it keeps going.
Oh yeah, dude, I've been going for 8 years. This ain't going. I just want you two to be the last two co-hosts. I don't like this stress.
I'll make you the middle of the week things are hard for me, but the Saturdays I should be able to square away at least through the winter months pretty consistently. So
That's cool, man. That's why we want three in case one of you guys can't do it. We could get another one.
just
But man, thank you, fucking Mooger Fooger, man. That's a great discussion on this episode, man. I didn't even bring up stuff I wanted to bring up because we just kept going. That was some
I'm
good
sorry.
chemistry there. No, that's good, man. I like that. I didn't have to bring up shit. I just listened to you. That was awesome. You gave a lot of great insight on this episode, man. This is the after show, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Fucking share the fuck out of this. Mooger, any final thoughts, man?
Give us 5 stars even if you hate us, because 5 stars mean the world. It helps us move up a little bit on the charts. And we look forward to either enlightening you or annoying you shortly in the future.
All right, man. Take it easy, man.
Peace.
Later.